Today I'm going to be talking about how to go from overlooked to unforgettable. But I want to tell you a quick big story. Okay, I'll just wait for people to come in and we'll crack on. But before that, can you just tell the person you're sitting beside one thing that you are known for? What's that thing that's unique to you? Think about it. It could be the way you style your hair. It could be the way you, I don't know, put your shoes on, or it could be, I'll tell you a secret. I went to have coffee with someone on Friday, and they asked if I wanted tea. I love tea, and I love my tea strong. So I said to the girl, can I have 2 tea bags? And she looked at me like, are you okay? I said yes. And then when she was leaving, I was like, do you have chamomile? Because I'd asked for peppermint. Do you have chamomile? She said, okay, can I have one chamomile as well? She was like, what? So that's unique to me. I love my tea strong. So I can put a tea bag, peppermint tea bag, a chamomile tea bag, and then so what's one thing unique to you? Tell the person you're sitting with. What's one thing that's unique to you? Think about it. And I'm going to move round tables and ask you to share. So don't think like you can escape this one. You can't escape it. What's one thing unique to me? Do you want to tell us what you said? Okay. Who wants to go here? You see the cup always half empty. Always half full. Right. Okay. What's one thing? Who's going to go here?
I can stick with the tea one. I don't like my tea too hot.
You don't like the tea
I
hot?
let it cool down for a bit.
Ah, okay.
I make fantastic cocktails.
Are you making cocktails for us today? Alright. Alison.
Oh, actually, this is difficult and easy. I get to use my ikigai every day, do what I love, I'm passionate about, and get paid to do it.
Ooh, I like that one. She gets paid to do her passion. Alright, I'm going to quickly tell you a story. I came into Scotland in 2007. When I first came in, I had all of these brilliant ideas. I mean, I used to be someone everyone looked up to, someone everyone could say, hey, come do this, come do that. So I came with all that, zeal and passion. I'm going to crush it when I get to Scotland. And then I came in here, I felt like a fish out of water. I felt isolated, which was really, it was a big deal for me because I'm a people person. And so I had to be calling home every single day because I needed that connection. I started working in an oil company, 9 to 5, and I was like an outcast. I was sick. At one place, no one would even speak to me, so I had my headphones on most of the time and just singing away because I love to sing. Angela had asked if I could sing today, but I'm not sure. And so that went on for a while. And I realized that I had to do something about it. Thankfully, I had a church community, so they supported me to settle in and integrate. I don't know if, like me, you've ever been somewhere for the first time where you feel isolated, you feel like nobody gets you, or no one is even noticing you. that got to me because when I was in Nigeria, because I'm really tall, everyone notices me. So how am I not getting noticed here? You know? So maybe you have felt that way before. What I then did was to start getting people together using the power of music. And I started organizing these gospel concerts. And I remember one young lady said to me, Engage, which is the name of the concert, is the only place I have ever felt like I belonged. It's the only place I felt included. And it was then I realized it wasn't just about music. It was about people feeling heard, feeling like somebody understands them. It was about feeling like they mattered, their voice mattered, and it was there it clicked for me now. Wow. So this can turn into something. From then on, I'm going to share a bit about me and what I've done. From then on, there was no stopping me, you know, and I became this unforgettable person that people know now. So I'm going to talk to you about how to go from overlooked to unforgettable using the 4-layered approach that I have come up with. I hope that I know how to use it. Yes! So, if you're ready to build a brand that is unforgettable, I want to see, maybe say I. How do you say it in Scotland? I. See? I'm Scottish now. Alright. So, what does that even mean, and why should you strive for it? So I'm going to just give you quickly some reasons why you should strive for it. Personal branding will humanize your business. And when we talk personal branding, it's not just about the logos and the colors. I love colors, as you can see. But it's about humanizing your business, making it easier for your clients to connect with you on a personal level. In a crowded market, you stand out when you have carefully crafted your personal brand, intentionally, I would say. As your personal brand grows, your motivation grows, and you're helping every person overcome their challenges. I know what it feels like to be invisible. I know what it feels like to be overlooked, especially as a woman of color. So if I can get to this point where I am unforgettable, I want to say to you, in your business, you also can get to that point. So personal branding involves obviously networking, as we are doing here, with your industry peers, leading you to valuable connections and opportunities. I hope you're making connections here. Yes, because you will need them later. Ultimately, a strong personal brand will bring you a sense of fulfillment because it aligns your business goals, your values with your passions. I love this one because it establishes you as a credible authority. It boosts your personal and business reputation when they are looking for someone in your industry. Your name comes up. I mean, now I get so many messages. Can you come speak here? Can you come teach this? Because I have built my credibility as a personal brand strategist, as a broadcaster as well. You get to hear about me soon. A personal brand will amplify your influence. It will lead to increased impact and business growth. And then it will attract all kinds of opportunities, from partnerships, from collaborations to speaking engagements. I've spoken with a few people today who want to build their personal brand as public speakers or motivational speakers. So when you craft your personal brand intentionally, it will attract all of these opportunities. Who am I? Why should I be teaching you this? I'm sure you're wondering. Apart from looking beautiful in my dress, yes. Who am I? My name is Eloho Efemuai. I'm a personal brand strategist and the first woman of color to start a radio station in Scotland, creating female leaders one at a time. And I'll tell you the story about the radio station shortly. But this is me. I started with 0 followers, no email list. No one even knew who I was apart from my family and friends who loved my music and would encourage me, oh, you're good, keep going. But I knew that I was on a mission, and for me to get to the place where I'm hoping to get to, I had to do something about it. And now I've got over 60,000 followers across social media. Even though right now, I don't know if that really means a lot, but yes, that's starting from 0 to where I am today. I'm proud to be the first and only woman of color right now to start the #1 and fastest growing online radio station. It started online 7 years ago because remember when I came, I felt isolated. I started with the power of music. I realized it was much more than music. So I wanted to create a platform to support my friends with their music and my music as well. But I soon began to realize that, you know, this platform is raising people up, is giving people a sense of hope, a sense of belonging. There was a particular guy who had never done radio in his life, and I said, come, he had a blog. I said, why don't you turn your blog into a radio show? And he looked at me, you're weird. But today, 5 years later, he's across many radio stations with that radio show. So I realized that Heartsong Live, the radio station, is about amplifying voices, providing inspiring content, and uplifting music. If you're needing some, you know, good music to dance to, tune in, you'll love it. But the interesting thing about that is, started online, and then 5 years later, Ofcom gave us a license to broadcast on DAB. So if you're in Edinburgh and in Glasgow, we are now on DAB. We're not just online anymore. Whoop, whoop. And thank you. 2 days ago, I get an email from Inver Client DAB, and they want us on their DAB. That's because I decided to do this, and it's possible for you as well. All right, I'll quickly just go through all of this. If you've ever watched Come Down With Me before, I was on Come Down With Me in 2020. Go check it out. People thought I was crazy doing it, but when they asked, I said yes. I say yes to every opportunity, so check that out. But in the beginning, that was not the case. I mean, I've achieved so much. Sometimes I don't even believe it, but that was not the case. This is me. Check that girl out. I had all of these challenges. Nobody believes it when I tell them. Timid, shy, I lacked confidence. I just said it recently in one of my social media posts. I think I have social anxiety, but nobody believes that because of the way I show up now. I wanted to please everyone. I used to call myself an approval addict. They had to like me. Of course, I was broke. I had a low self-esteem of myself and fear. Fear of what people might say. Fear of what will go wrong if I actually did what I'm supposed to do to grow my impact, to grow my business, to write that book. It took me years. Eventually, I wrote a book. You Are Not Everyone's Cup of Tea. It's available on Amazon. And I'm writing another one. It's titled Be Unforgettable. So all of these challenges I battled with, but something had to change. And it wasn't until I realized that I had to take ownership of my own voice and personal brand that things started to change for me. And for me, I say this everywhere I go, if nobody invites you to the table, what do? Create your own table. And that's what I've done all of these years. And the same people who refuse to invite me to their table, I bring them on my table now. You can do it. Maybe like me, you're navigating the challenges that come with building a personal brand. Imposter syndrome, who here suffers from imposter syndrome? Oh my goodness. That thing, self-doubt, fear of not being enough. And I think one of the things that held me back for such a long time was there are other people doing it. There are other businesses out there. What difference am I going to make? Recently, I started talking about when I go speak. There's Tesco, there's Aldi, there's Lidl, there's M&S, there's Waitrose, there's Sainsbury. They pretty much do the same thing, don't they? But you still go to the ones that you love most. Why? There's something that keeps you going back. So you need to discover that something that will bring people back to you. There might be 50,000 people doing podcasts. There might be a million people coaching. But why should I come to you? And I'm going to share. You've poured in countless hours into freebies. I have so many freebies, I can't even count them now. Who has freebies here in their business? Yes, Tamsin, you know you will. Freebies, webinars, social media. Today the 12 is TikTok that's working, let's go there. It's Instagram carousels, let's do it. But despite all of your effort, you can still feel like you are invisible. Why can't they just see me for the value that I provide? I asked myself that question so many times. You know you're capable of more. You have a vision. You're driven to succeed, but the strategies are not working anymore. Okay, can I call it? The strategies are not working anymore. They're not bringing the results that you desire. Maybe that's at work. You want to take your game to the next level. You want to go for that promotion. Or you want to sign high-paying clients. But it's just not working. You want to be recognized for the unique value that you bring. You're eager, for your clients to just, as soon as you're speaking, even before you finish, they're asking you, can you just give me the link? It's okay. Just give me the link already. You've tried funnels, you've learned sales strategies, you've shown up consistently, but sales are still unpredictable. It can be discouraging and frustrating, and I don't know if you are like me, I have given up several times. I'm not doing this anymore, I don't care. It's frustrating. Why would so and so person be achieving when they don't even know half of what I know? I get it. I've been there. I know the challenge of feeling overlooked, of feeling like you don't even matter, even when deeply you believe in the transformation that you can offer. But I also know that it doesn't have to be this way. Deep inside you, you know you will need for more to make more impact. Before I go on, I have a free gift for you. Can you just take out your phones? Take out your phones and download this. It's an ebook. It's a free ebook. It's Advanced Personal Brand Strategies, and it will help you. There's also a workbook that comes along with it. It will help you to just clearly define your USP, your unique selling proposition, and all the terms that we know when it comes to marketing. So let me know when you are done with that, and we'll quickly move on. Deep down inside, I knew that I was destined for more, to make more impact. But something was stopping me. So you are not where you are today. What are some of the things? I think when Tamsin was speaking, she talked about some of the things stopping us, right? So what are some of the things stopping you? What's holding you back? Yes? Anybody? Overthinking. Oh, Lord. Okay, anybody else?
Comparing ourselves to other people.
Yes, that was a big one for me as well. Comparison. It was so bad. Doubting our own abilities. Any more? Time. Okay. Is it too much time or no time at all?
No time.
No time. So we talk about prioritizing them. All right. So maybe you're following trends. How many of us have followed trends before? Oh, at a point, I said, I'm not doing any of this anymore. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm going to stop. So you're following trends. You're trying to appeal to everyone. I put a post on my LinkedIn yesterday. The harsh truth is that not everyone will resonate with your personal brand. And that's true. That's why I wrote that book here, Not Everyone's Cup of Tea. But never ever water yourself down because you want to appeal to everyone. So you jump on every trend, you jump on every trick, tact, every hack, because you want to appeal to everyone. Never ever water yourself down. Imposter syndrome, we've talked about that. What I found working with my clients, the thing that stops them most is a lack of clarity. I'm going to tell you about one of my clients just as I wrap up later on, and how clarity changed everything for her. You may think like you are clear on your assignment, your mission, with your business, with your brand, with your career, but I've come to learn that life is all about evolving, and clarity comes as we take action. Maybe it's the fear of self-promotion. Who's that here? I don't want them to see me. Yes, I don't want to come across as if I'm proud. The fear of self-promotion is holding you from becoming that unforgettable brand. Inconsistent visibility across all of your platforms. You're spreading yourself too thin. I think someone talked about timing just now. You probably are just spreading yourself. I've been here, trust me. I've done all of this. My husband said, don't you stop, because I'm spreading myself everywhere. And then you do not have a clear brand story. What's your story? But what if those weren't your reality? What if your audience truly saw you for the person that you are, the value that you bring, and they are eager to take action because they trust you and what you bring? What would it feel like to have the confidence and the knowledge to consistently sell out your programs? I think all of us want that at the end of the day. For some of us, maybe you just need 10 people to work with you regularly. For others, maybe 500 people. But what if that could be the case for you? What if you could serve boldly, you can charge confidently? I remember when I first started coaching, I was so, even now I still deal with that. And my coach is always like, oh no. You've got to charge what you're worth. Some of us feel like, oh, I don't think they can afford that. And then I did that to myself several times. And then the same people that say cannot afford will go and buy the high ticket offers. But all of that can change. And most importantly, we're always looking for something on the outside. But all you need to become that unforgettable brand is inside you. You just need someone who's going to help you pull it out. And then you begin to shine like the diamond that you are. Alright, imagine that you're reaching more people every day. And then you've managed imposter syndrome better. I think imposter syndrome never goes away. Anybody agree with me? Yeah, you don't really overcome imposter syndrome. 10 ways to overcome imposter syndrome. No, every level you get to. So, but you learn how to manage it better. You trust in your own abilities. My new word this week, today on my radio show, I was shouting it everywhere. Own your brilliance unapologetically. So you trust in your abilities. What happens when you elevate your personal brand? What if you grow your business in a way that feels authentic to you? And that's what I teach in my 4-layered approach. It has to be authentic to you, not somebody else's strategies. And all of this is possible with the 4-layered approach, also known as the icon framework. What is that? I think I've shared it with a few people this morning, a few people that came to the expert pod. I talked about the 4-layered approach, also called the icon framework. Is your unique ID code. This is all about your personal brand. I'll touch a bit about all of them. It's the proven 7C blueprint. It's irresistible experiences and engagement strategy. So important. That is what truly makes you unforgettable. To build a personal brand that stands out, your audience needs to see you. They need to connect with you on a deeper level. It's not just a dream. It is achievable. It's happened for me. And it can happen for you as well, through the 4-layered approach. Each layer, so when we talk about the unique ID code, it's all about your identity, clarity, the 7C blueprint, the opportunities with your experiences and how you nurture your audience. They all work together. They form such a powerful foundation. And this approach, I have designed it in such a way that it makes you stand out, attract the right audience, and unlock endless opportunities, transforming your brand into something truly unforgettable. It doesn't happen overnight, obviously. It's a process. So, what's the unique ID code? It's your purpose. It's your big mission. It's your impact. It's your why. Why did you start that business? Why are you working in that job? I know for some of us, we need to get the bills paid, so I'm going to take anything that comes. So your unique ID code, your identity is your purpose, is your mission. It's the impact that you want to have. Why did you build that business? What are you hoping to see at the end of the day? I think I asked someone who wanted a move in their career, right? When you get to that place, then what? What are you able to do? So it's that. The 7 C's is like a building block. It's clarity again. For me, clarity is everything. So it's clarity, it's consistency, it's your credibility, it is your character, your connection, how you communicate, how you connect with your audience, and the confidence, which I know a lot of us women struggle with. It's that confidence issue. Irresistible experiences could be live events. It could be workshops, it could be master classes. I think Tamsin talked about podcasts, it could be radio shows, it could be your book. Other experiences that make your personal brand memorable. Engagement strategies, how you keep your audience hooked through storytelling. This is where all of the marketing comes in. Through the collaborations and your powerful messaging. All of these 4 layers are crucial, and it's what I teach in my mastermind. I actually just started a cohort. And it's what I go through in my mastermind. Somebody was asking me, so what's been the most, I don't know if she's here, what's been the most helpful thing for my clients? What I like to do is handhold my clients. That's why I don't take too many people on, because it can be quite draining when you have too many people on. So this is what we go through, the 4 layers, because they are crucial to building that unforgettable personal brand, to attracting the right opportunities, to going for the promotions. But today, let me just quickly touch on the 7 C's blueprint, the building blocks of your personal brand. And I'm going to ask you a couple of questions as we go through that. This program C's is the structure that holds everything together. Think about a building, the different layers. It's the foundation that allows your personal brand to stand out and attract the right opportunities and the right audience. So the first one is clarity. This is where it all begins. Without clarity, your personal brand is just noise. For years, I was unclear. And I was doing everything. I wasn't clear what my personal brand stood for. Initially, I thought it was just about music, it was just about connecting people. But the more I leaned in, the more I listened, the more I realized that my true mission was to create a space where everyone felt like they mattered, where everyone felt like that their voices could be heard. So I amplify voices. That's my true mission. Whatever, if you're creative, if you're an executive, if you're a startup and entrepreneur, my mission is just to help you create that space for you where you realize that you matter, your business matter, your ideas are valid. And it was then everything changed for me. So quickly, in your tables, I want you to do this exercise. What's your personal brand really about? What do you want people to think of when they hear your name, the name of your business, the name of your coaching academy? What is that one thing that you want people to think of? So you can talk about this in your groups and just, I'll give you a couple of minutes and then you can shout it out. Do you want to shout out your one word? What do you want what's that one word you want people to think about when they hear your name, when they hear about your business?
Empowerment.
Empowerment, love that.
Nutrition.
Nutrition, okay?
Belonging.
Sorry?
Belonging.
Belonging, I love that. Because I never felt like I belonged. So anywhere, they make me feel welcome. I just jump in. Yes, Samson?
Freedom.
Freedom! Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I love that. Anybody else?
Inspirational.
Caring. That's beautiful.
Inspirational.
Inspirational. Am I inspiring?
Yes.
All right, so that's everything changes when you get radically clear. And that's what happened to me and my client, who I'm going to talk about. She's doing amazing things now. And I'm like, the other day she calls me, I was like, I don't think you need me anymore because you're sorted. But that all changed for her clarity, when clarity came. And that's what can happen for you and your business. And like I say, clarity comes from taking action. You don't just get clear to the end. You keep taking those actions one step at a time. You know what works. You know what doesn't work. And then you change your strategies. Life is all about evolving. So the other C, remember I'm talking about the 7 C's blueprint. So the first one is clarity. The other C I want to talk about is connection. This is what makes your brand truly, truly unforgettable. It's how you make people feel that they belong. It's how you make people feel inspired. It's how you make people feel empowered. It's how you make people feel that, you know, you can be free by working with me. When I started Heart Song Live Radio 7 years ago, it wasn't just about playing music, or it was about playing music, my friends' music. And most importantly, I do a radio show called Arise with Eloho every Monday to Thursday morning. When it first started, I'll tell you why I started the show. I was struggling with my mornings, right? And then I will always have a go at the children. You made us late! And we're always running late. Always running late. So when I started Heart Song Live, I was like, maybe I could do a morning show that will force me to get up, do everything I need to do, get the children ready, so that as soon as I finish my radio show, we'll go into school. And that worked. It worked. So when I first started doing that, it was just about helping people start their day right. It's still about that, but we have evolved over the years. I started by helping people, okay, I'll play some music for you. I'll lead you to pray. I'll get people in. Initially, I wasn't even getting people in. I was just telling stories that they could resonate with. Oh, today Josh refused to wake up from the bed, and I did everything and I was screaming. And people would laugh, oh yeah. But as I began to evolve, I realized that, you know, I had connected with people. They could resonate with my stories, especially moms like me, even dads as well. Some dads too. They could resonate, and they hooked on. They stayed connected. As a black woman in Scotland, I faced rejection, I faced isolation. I remember when I first came into Edinburgh to do the concert, someone told me, you came to the wrong city. You shouldn't have come here. And that could have affected me, but Eloho being who she is, I'm like, okay, I'll take that, but I will only be there. But that didn't stop me. Those moments, I wondered if I had given up. I'm not sure Angela would have invited me to speak here today. But I kept going, because I knew deep down that my brand was about the connection. It wasn't just about being heard. It was about creating a space where other people could feel heard too. That's what kept me going. That's what keeps me going. Now on my show, this morning we're talking to a girl who's just started a foundation. And we talked about all of the processes, and she encouraged and inspired people through her own journey. Last week it was how to make different streams of income. So the show itself has evolved. It's still giving people a space to feel like they belong. It's still amplifying voices, but we're taking it a step further. And let me say this here for the first time. We're going to do live radio event next year. And I'd love all of you to be in that hall. So pray for me, send me your good wishes, because I don't know how I'm going to do it. But a live studio audience with an audience participation, gonna have that. For you, it might not be music. It might not be who loves music here? Oh, you do. Oh, thank God. That was so sweet. It might not be music, it might not be a radio station, but maybe you're building a business, you're launching a new service, a product. Well, at the core, it's the same principle. Are you truly connecting with your audience? Are you making them feel seen, heard, and like they matter? Or are you just delivering content? 5 ways to grow your Instagram business. Or 5 ways to become more confident. I was saying to one of my team the other day, they came up, who cares about your personal brand? Seriously, who cares? me. So it's when you get them to connect with you and say, okay, now I got you. This is how you can do that. Your audience, your clients, your customers, they want more than just information or products. They want a connection. They want to feel like they're part of something. And that's what I'm learning to do as well. I'm still on a journey. We're all on a journey. Building this emotional bond is what will keep people from coming back to you. It would turn one-time customers into long-term supporters. So I have a membership I've run since 2022, and there's still people in there. I'm like, what are you guys still doing here? And so I said, the membership is evolved. The membership is called Evolve, and it's evolving, and it's called Evolve 2.0. So I did a presentation, and like 5 of them said they still want to be in it. I was like, wow, I must be doing something that keeps you coming back. It's that emotional bond. The more connected they feel to you and your story, the more likely they are to trust you and follow your journey. We're not saying beg, we're not saying tell us, oh, today I went to McDonald's, or tomorrow I went to the beach. No, we're not saying tell it all. But craft your story in a way that it inspires them to take action. Craft your story in a way that they see themselves in your story. So, again, another exercise. Are you just offering services? Or are you giving your audience something more? A feeling of being understood and valued? Think about your business. Think about where you are. Think about your career, that place you work. What is one way you can build connection this week? Think about it. You can speak, or you can just take 2 minutes for yourself and think, and maybe share. So it could be that you're sharing your personal story, or maybe you're even asking for feedback, or just listening more deeply to understand their needs. You know how, I know we do all of the research, but sometimes we just put out products and services without really thinking, and then when nothing happens, you blame yourself and beat yourself up. But what if you listened more to what they're saying and what they're not saying? So take a moment. What's one small step you can take this week to create that deeper connection with your audience? Could you share your personal story? Could you just open up more conversations? Or create a space where your clients feel heard, seen, and like they belong? All right, 2 minutes. Alright, one more minute, and then we'll wrap it up. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I was drawn. I don't know what you were saying, but I felt like there was something really that I could connect to. So do you want to share it with the whole thing?
I have no doubt that I'm going to do the personal story of it, but it's only like a little snippet of as to why I left the corporate world. But what we started talking about was being authentic on social media, on LinkedIn. And one of the hardest things I did was my first proper authentic LinkedIn post. And my fear was that the old corporate world would look at me and go, who is she to say, who does she think she is? And I can't remember who said it earlier on, but we under Diva, which brand it is. I felt like that. It took probably 3 to 6 months for me to just go, solid, I'm going to be me. And I know from being quite active on LinkedIn, when I show a little piece of me, that's when people engage. That's when people message me and say, I want to work with you. So, but it is difficult because, yes, I sell a service. And I have to keep doing that because people need to know what I do. But actually, people buy people. So show your authentic self. And you get a lot of criticism on LinkedIn saying, this isn't Facebook. You're like, no, but I'm a person. So yeah, okay. And you can either take it, as I said, I put up a post a few weeks ago, and some guy put a message saying, that sounds more like Facebook. And I said, it does, thanks mate, I've already posted on it. And those people just started laughing at it. I couldn't went, oh God, take that post down there now. And I was just like, oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Wow.
Anybody else wants to? Do you want to share? Probably yes.
Confidence.
Confidence, girl.
Okay. So I was just telling her about my foundation that I just started about a year ago, and then she asked me a question: how do we get funding? And I said, well, we have like a partnership system where we have women who join in. Well, it's not open to everyone. You just have women who join in to say, okay, I want to be part of this. I want to support. I want to give back to the community. And then she says, what about our outreaches? So I said, we don't put that pressure on them. Just say whatever you can do. So I make it. And make them know that you're not under any kind of pressure to do what must be done. So whatever you can do, whatever level you can support, then that's fine. Then we now bear the burden. So we've been going on for over a year. So it's working. So I know that with this training, with this conference, clarity, making them know that we see them. I believe that we'll get more ways to help our community. Thank you.
Amazing. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. I work in social enterprise as well. I think I don't have enough already. Yes, and I know when we started the struggle of getting funding, but now we've got about 3-4 supports to run the work that we do. And if there's time, I'll tell you a bit about the social enterprise and what we do. Anybody else wants to share? Yeah? You should, yes. Do it.
Okay, great. So my background, I have spent 39 years in facilities management, most mostly, but across 4 different sectors. I've been in food production, catering, cleaning, hygiene, everything. Now I'm going into a completely different industry. I've opened a digital company, and our first product will be a nutritional app. We have a complete complementary merchandise line coming out first. Then the app will be launched after that. And it's about educating people to eat properly, fuel your body. Because unless you fuel it properly, your body won't function properly.
And you know what? Everything that you have been through, all of the other businesses that you have run have got you to the place where you are. So you'll be bringing all of those experiences here into this. All right, I know that we're running for time. I'm just going to talk finally about the third C, I'm not doing all of the 7 C's, but this one, turning effort into influence, is your consistency. That's what turns effort to trust. Without consistency, your personal brand will struggle to grow. For almost 10 years, you know, I mentioned about the concerts. They were self-funded. And I had to call my husband and say, babe, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm like, wow, okay. And it felt like no one was noticing the work that we were doing, you know. I was doing the work, I was showing up consistently, but the results were slow. And like I said earlier, there were times I wanted to give up. But I knew consistency was the key. Consistency is it builds trust. If I kept showing up, if I kept building trust little by little, eventually that breakthrough will come, and it did. Last year, when we were going to do the concert, Compassion UK, I don't know if anybody has heard of Compassion UK before. You can check them out. They funded the concert. I was like, no! You know, because my husband used to do it all. But because we had shown consistent efforts, we had shown up consistently through the years, and we had documentation. So they saw. So it's not like we were just saying, oh, we've been doing it. No, there were records of what we're doing. And it funded the concert £10,000. No one had ever funded that concert before. But consistency did that. This year I went to Burundi in Africa, East Africa, the poorest nation in the world, I think. I was just on Instagram doing my thing, and I get an email. We've followed you, we've seen how your brand is about empowerment and building. We have this project in Burundi, we would love you to go all expense paid. Because I showed up consistently. But that's not the first time I was going to Burundi though. Another charity took me on. Maybe you're working on building your coaching business, launching that product. Consistency is what will create trust for you. Are you showing up regularly? And I tell my clients, because that word consistency can put you in a box, because you feel like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I have to show up. But that's not consistency for me. Consistency is doing what you said you would do at the time you said you would do it. So if I'm going to show up on my social media on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, that's consistency. If I'm going to be speaking the same message when I show up, that's consistency. Are you showing up regularly, or are you? Thank you for sharing that story, because I know how it can be, especially on LinkedIn. People are telling you. I remember one of my friends, oh, take that thing back to Instagram. This is not for me. I was like, oh yeah. But when you show up regularly, not thinking about the perfect moment, not having the perfect pose, not using all of the filters. Filters are good. Who uses filters? Yes. it can feel natural it is natural to feel discouraged when your progress feels slow. The clients are not coming in. When you put everything out and all you hear is crickets. But consistency is what lets your audience know they can count on you. Last year I was on holiday in Portugal, and someone messaged me, "Eloho, I need to speak to you, blah, 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 blah. I'm ready now to do my brand, can you help me?" We went through everything. I didn't hear from her again. I'm like, oh my God, did I say something wrong? Did I do something wrong? And then, I think it was April this year, "Eloho, I'm ready. Send me the link now and let me pay." You know? What if I had given up? Don't wait for the perfect moment. Every time that you show up, whether it's a social media post, whether it's the email that you send, or whether you're delivering a service, you're building that relationship with your audience. Little by little, they begin to see you as dependable, someone they can rely on. And here's the beauty: consistency builds momentum. Even on the days when it feels like no one is paying attention, those small, steady steps add up, creating that brand presence. Okay, I'll skip this because we don't have time, but you can think about it, you can take a photo, just screenshot this, and you can do this at your own time. Are you showing up consistently? Do you sometimes fall off the radar, and when things get tough or overwhelming? Running a business can be overwhelming, can be lonely as well. But write down one thing where you can commit to showing up this week. Maybe it's posting regularly on your social media or sending me emails. But take a photo and do that at your own time. But I want to leave this with you, no matter where you come from, no matter your background, no matter what has happened to you, anyone can build a brand that attracts thousands of people. All you need is that one unique system, and the key to getting seen, loved, and recognized by an audience that's ready to take action is to grow a personal brand using the 4-layered approach. What's the one thing you would achieve if you could master your brand standards, go from overlooked to unforgettable? Shout it out. What's that one thing?
A healthy nation.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Who else? What's the one thing you would achieve? Come on. Freedom. Yeah? Oh, Angela, sorry, I was going to say. But think about that. It doesn't matter the size of your audience. What I want, what my clients want, is to be impactful. And what that means is simply the ability to express yourself in so many ways. Once you master these 4 layers, you're well on your way to being unforgettable. Meet Valerie. Valerie came to me in 2021. I was running an Instagram challenge, and then I sold a 4-week coaching program, Instagram coaching program. And Valerie comes to me in tears. She couldn't even afford to pay the full amount, and she asked if I had a payment plan. I said yes. I didn't know her from anywhere. She just joined the challenge, and then she came on board. We finished the 4-week program. She was like, "Eloho, I want you to coach me." At that point, I hadn't built my coaching program. I was like, "No, I don't want to coach anybody, please." So I pushed her to my own coach at that point. But she kept coming back. "It's you I want to work with. It's you I want to work with." So Valerie comes to me. She had all of these amazing ideas. I want to do this. I want to write a book. I want to run a charity. I want to be speaking everywhere. And that's how I said, okay, you know what, girl? Let's start from the very beginning. Let's get radically clear. Why do you want to do all of this? It was at that point she told me her story of how when she was a young girl, she suffered from FGM, female genital mutilation. I don't know if you've heard of that. She suffered from that, and her story is so emotional. But now she has built her resilience over the years. So many things have happened to her. So she wants to be able to support other women who have been knocked back in life by one thing or the other. Valerie suffered miscarriages as a result of that. So many things. I said, okay, girl, we're going to call you the resilience coach. But most importantly, you're going to start speaking about FGM. I know it's a taboo topic, nobody wants to talk about it, especially even where we come from. I mean, when she started talking about it, most of her friends stopped talking to her. Why are you saying this? Why are you talking about this? Yeah. But today, Valerie has written 5 books.
Wow.
She has started her own social enterprise, Women of Grace, Breaking the Silence. I can't keep up with her anymore. She's on so many boards. She went to the UN the other day, she was speaking. So she's achieved so much. Why? Because she got radically clear. She showed up consistently. She told her story. She connected with her audience. Yesterday was her birthday, and she asked me, I don't know, because she does a motivational video every Monday. I don't know what to say, it's my birthday. I was like, where were you this time last year? October last year, Valerie was beside her dying father. She was scheduled for surgery because she was diagnosed with breast cancer. But look back through the year, where have you been? You've traveled everywhere, you're speaking regularly, you're on different boards right now. And that is possible for you as well. I told her yesterday, I'm going to tell your story tomorrow, is that okay? She says yes. So, I'm giving away free calls. If you want to book a call with me today, just for 30 minutes personalized brand audit, you can scan the QR code and book a time, and we can just talk about you, your business, what you are looking to achieve as well. But thank you so much. And I don't know if there's more here. All right, there's one more. Did you get the code? Show me too. Okay, so put that code in, and it doesn't matter what business you're in now or how many followers you have. Anyone can attract the right audience. Building a memorable brand can be hard work, but it is rewarding work. Thank you so much.